Welcome to Pit Lanes Racing. Tonight, I'm going for my first ever members event at Team Sport in Hull. Now, it's about a 40 minute drive from where I live, so we're on our way, and my session starts at 8:35 in the evening, but I need to be there 40 minutes before, I think it is, 7:55 I've got to be there for. So we're on our way to that. I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit nervous, so when I've been karting recently, I tend to be, not by much, admittedly, but I tend to be the fastest of the people I'm with. So, I also, obviously, love a little bit of motorsport, and I thought, well, it's a good thing for me to get involved in, isn't it? A bit of karting and things. But I am a little bit apprehensive, maybe, about getting there and everyone basically absolutely hammering me, because I do know my best lap is nigh on 3 seconds off the fastest there is. But who knows? Who knows, guys? I might go and maybe, hopefully learn a thing or two. I'm not quite sure of the format of this vlog yet, whether I'm going to do just clips of each session, each 15-minute session, because there's 3 15-minute sessions tonight. I don't know whether I'm going to do clips of those and then just show you like the results, or whether I'm going to put all 3 full length into this vlog. I think probably clips and just talk about what happened, and then probably make the 3 15-minute sessions available on the channel as well, dated and whatnot, so that you guys can hopefully enjoy the full thing and maybe commentate over them as well as time goes on, because it's quite an expensive do. I don't see me doing it every week, but it's certainly something I'd like to do a couple of times a month, and Hull's close enough. But I mean, well, I was just about to say, for viewers, does it get boring if I'm going to the same place? I don't know, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Because I'm doing it because I enjoy it. But anyway, enough of me rambling on. I'll be on the motorway shortly, on the way to the Humber Bridge, and yeah, you will see me next time at Team Sport in Hull. So you join me in session 1 here, and I'm driving kart number 13, and I was almost immediately disillusioned with how the kart felt. It felt like there was plenty of grip available, but it genuinely felt lackluster and gutless, and I just wasn't sure what was going on. Now, I quite quickly decided that this kart was maybe low on charge or something, and I'll get into this later and explain why I think that even more. But I just had no pace, and it occurred to me as well about 2/3 of the way through this session that I wasn't breathing heavy or anything, and normally, I'm not even going to lie, I'm normally really quite tired and breathing heavy as if I'm running and things like that when I'm karting. It's just my level of fitness, it is what it is. But I thought, hang on, this is quite a leisurely stroll, and I know I'm trying here with what's available. I mean, obviously in this clip here, you're seeing people go past. Now, this lad who went past there was absolutely rapid. He really was. And I wanted to try and learn a thing or two, but he was away and gone. I had absolutely no hope. I wanted to see what he was potentially doing different to me. But again, just felt like there was no power. Plenty of grip, but no power. There's the podium for the first session. Me in 7th with a 26.3. My personal best round here was a 26.2 previously. And Luke, my friend there, just in 8th place. Thanks for coming along, Luke. Really appreciate it. And we've also got some times here. I was fairly consistently in the 26s there. Any anomalies were
I think there was a red flag and probably me letting people past. But as you can see, I was very consistently in the 26s, which actually I'm quite proud about because it shows, you know, I think consistency is key in a lot of things, isn't it? So yeah, I think all in all, it was a strong first attempt at the sessions. Into the second session, this car was like night and day. It truly was. Where the last one didn't have very much power, this felt faster, but where the other one had loads of grip, this felt like it had none. The first time I turned into the corner at the bottom of the ramp, the front just went straight, and I had a little moment of panic. It just went straight on. As you can see, actually, I think I stabbed the brake there just to try and get the rear. I was experimenting, trying to figure out how everyone was so much faster. And I think that's key. I'm not really blaming anything at all. I was just trying to figure out a few techniques and whatnot. Obviously, I've done a lot of sim racing in the past, so I was just trying to try a few different lines, trying to get the kart behaving in a different way, because all you can do is try things, right? And in this session, I decided to experiment with stabbing the brake to try and get the rear to turn, because there was a lass that was in this session, well, in the evening sessions, and I'd followed her a little bit, and I could see she was getting the rear rotated really well, and I was trying to replicate that. But we got a 26.1, which is indeed a new PB at this point, and 7th in the session, again, about half a second off there, and the lap times varied a lot in the 26s still. Again, I felt like I'd given it a lot. I'd really tried, but it just felt like there wasn't a happy medium of grip with the power. I realise these are rental karts and they'll vary quite a lot, right? But it is what it is. And into the final session. Now, I was back in the kart from the first session, kart number 13, and it felt like a completely different car. Now, I don't know whether like the half hour's charging had put enough charge into it to give me some oomph, but I had the grip and the power I felt on this, so I was giving it the beans. And what you might notice is I'd seen a video on YouTube elsewhere. I'd credit you, but I don't remember what channel it was, and a guy was putting his hand on the top of the left hand side of the wheel at the bottom of the ramp, and I don't do it on this lap typically, and he was really yanking the wheel round, so I was trying to do that. And one of the lads there, I didn't get your name, sorry mate, had also said, get to the bottom of the ramp near where the metal bit is, and then just yank it round and it'll go. You've just got to be confident about it. So I was really trying to minimise steer wheel input, and if I do it here, no, typically I'm not doing it on any of these laps. I think I was just generally experimenting, but I remember doing it a lot, but typically not in these clips. And I was really just trying to figure things out. I was just being absolutely cautious and letting people past, because I knew I was basically the slowest, so I didn't want to get in the way of anyone. It's the fastest lap, it's not a race thing, so just get out the way, get on with everyone's evening. And there we are, a 26.0, nearly into the 25s. Really happy with that. I honestly thought, there's the top of the wheel up with my hand, I really thought I'd break into the 25s, and I did it on lap 12, and a lot in the 26s again, and my arms went by the end of this. Honestly, I was absolutely spent. I gave it everything. The kart felt great. I just let it down, really. A bit of fitness, and I need to work on that, you know, a bit of upper body and stuff. And there we go, confirmation of the personal record. Happy days.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Hello. There we go. Session 1 of members team sport event thing done. And I have to say, I'll be doing it again. Now, I enjoyed it very, very much. There were some sound people there. 8 people, including me, were there, and we interacted with a few of the people there, and everyone was sound. Staff were brilliant. Drivers very fast and clean. And respectful and things like that. Me not being the fastest there, I was jumping out the way when people were coming around and they were fast, you know, and things like that. And yeah, I wouldn't say humbling, but it was good to be on track and think, bloody hell, I've got some work to do. You know what I mean? Some of it I felt like it was weight, because I know what I'm doing in the kart. So some of it I felt like was weight. Some of it for sure is technique. You know, there's no dismissing that, and I'm not just going to put an excuse on me being a big lad. But at the end of the day, I do weigh 107 kilos at the minute. So some people there have easy got 30 kilos on me, you know, and that does make a difference. But that being said, ended the evening, I think I've basically equalled my personal best around that track. So that's good. I really tried very hard on the final session there. Really tried, and figured out a few things, and I managed to get a 26.0, which again I'm pretty sure equals my personal best, but I'll have to check on that. But if any of you are thinking about becoming Team Sport members, in my experience just then, I highly recommend it. It was good fun. Like I say, the staff were friendly, and they moved it along at a good pace as well, because we were the only group in there. There wasn't two full groups or anything. There was 8 of us. They were basically saying, "Are you all right for us to carry on?" Basically, well, not like immediately, but you know, like the turnaround wasn't very long. You know what I mean? Which was fine by all involved. You know, we want to do our racing. We want to get on track. That's what we're there for. Another point of honesty, the final session just there, I was going for it, really trying, and my arms genuinely went. I think I probably did 28, 29 laps, and I'd guess at about that 20, I had nothing left. I could not wrestle the car around the track anymore. I didn't want to stop, so I just kind of floated around. I didn't get in anyone's way, but I enjoyed it so much. I was hoping that I just needed a little bit of a breather and I could crack on, but my arms were just gone. So that's something to work on. So personal, I'm going to be coming back for sure, maybe in a few weeks' time. I'm going to hit the weights some more. I'm going to continue losing weight, so by the time I come again, maybe I'm another couple of kilos lighter. That should help. Hit the weights some more, so maybe I've got some more arm strength and grip strength that I can endure a bit more. I guess, again, being my size, that literally wrestling 107 kilos around on a cart, you know, it's hard work. But that's also another reason I'm doing it. For that, just realised you probably can't see me. Let me try and put this on. Yeah, it's hard work. So, but fantastic. It's 10 o'clock now. I'm driving home. I'll be home by 20 past 10. And I mean, what an evening. What is it? 25 quid? You've got your membership, then 25 quid for 45 minutes of driving with like-minded individuals. Yeah, I recommend it. A few of the lads said they were at Leeds recently. I want to say last week, but recently, and they said they were very racy there, like really quick and stuff like that. So that's worth bearing in mind. Mileage may vary on the type of... They didn't say they were bad people. They just said they were very racy, you know. And these lads were quicker than me. So I would guess they meant they were quick, you know. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'll be going again. And please do let me know what you thought about this vlog, because, you know, I enjoy making them. It'll be Hull again next time for sure, but I'm not opposed to visiting other tracks. I don't know whether I'd do it of an evening. I don't know. I suppose Leeds is only an hour up the road, so it's not all the world to visit Leeds. And Sheffield potentially, go and do that. Could maybe do that, but yeah, let me know what you think. If you've got any recommendations, obviously it's of an evening, so I'm not going to just drive down to Bristol or something. But if you know of any decent tracks in this general area, or you've got a preference, say Sheffield or Leeds or something like that, maybe I can go and visit one of those at some point. But let me know. I hope you've enjoyed this, guys, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.